Morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Stony Ridge Farm. Today is an absolutely gorgeous day. Welcome to the Cows and Coffee live stream. Folks, if you haven't done this yet, if you aren't subscribed over to the Cows and Coffee podcast over on YouTube, jump in. It doesn't cost you a dime. Subscribe and you'll get notified when we do a live stream. Also, a very, very important part of running this business here on the farm is our merch. And I wanted to let you guys know we've got some pretty cool coffee cups. This is the Stony Ridge Farmer Support Veteran Farmers coffee mug. You can grab your coffee and do a Cows and Coffee podcast right here with me. Go to stonyridgefarmer.com and pick yourself one up, guys. We got some cool new shirt designs. I worked really hard to bring you something really fun and really cool to have. First, we got to check the baby chicks. I got some new shades, by the way. These are from Magpul. Awesome shades. These are the baby chicks. And gosh, they're getting big, man. So we've got, hey guys, we've got them all huddled up in here. We've got around 100 white leghorn laying hens and probably a rooster or two in there too. They're from Murray McMurray Hatchery. And we have 35 Cornish cross meat birds. And that's what we'll be gobbling up and show you guys how to raise them and process them right out here on pasture on the farm. So cheers, good morning, welcome everybody, grab your coffee. Nice. We are not going to ride the Honda over today. We're gonna walk. The cows are only about 200-300 yards from the house, so we're gonna walk and chat and say hello. So morning, Farm All Fanatic in the house, Jeff's in the house, Teresa Gregg, who we got? Grabbing coffee now, says Phil. Morning, Jennifer. Michael Blum in the house. Everybody. Farm All Fanatic was here first. That's crazy. Muhammad Amin. What in the world is that emoji right there? What is that emoji that you're sending? Flowers. Okay, awesome. Can't see with these new glasses. They're fancy schmancy. It's chilly this morning, guys. We're going to walk by the chicken coop. We're going to walk by the garden beds, which I am absolutely afraid to plant right now because I'm afraid we're going to get one more frost. Typically, we're safe after May 1st here in my part of North Carolina. But, man, I'm a little nervous about it. So you guys will see the raised beds getting put to work. If the wind is cooperating today, what I'll do today is I'll get done with my morning office work. These are the raised beds. I'll get done with my morning office work and I will head to the gym, get a good workout in, then come out here and get another good workout in. I've got one more plant bed to build right there, and I've got a greenhouse that I have to go pick up. We'll be putting the greenhouse right here beside the chicken coop. Eventually, the chickens will run in the greenhouse, so that'll be pretty cool too. These are our laying hens just for our consumption and for the neighbors. Let's walk over to the honeybees real quick. Cheers, guys. If you have any questions, post them down there. If I don't see it, just ask it again. Good morning. Good morning. We got 92 people in here. We are live streaming on Facebook and on YouTube. I'm waiting for my good buddy Dan to pop in here and say hello. I just texted him. There's an event going on this weekend, or actually it's next week, at Husqvarna, and I've been invited to attend that little meetup. I have no idea what it's about, but I'm pretty flattered that Husqvarna has recognized the channel, and yeah, it's pretty awesome. We're gonna turn the camera around and we're gonna stick it right up next to the honeybees here. I've got 5 stands of honeybees right here. We'll let you see them before we turn the camera around. 5 stands of honeybees here, or 6 of them actually, and 5 of them are brand spanking new. Okay, brand new honeybee hives. So we're at about 52 degrees, 45 to 52 degrees this morning. I got into the honeybees. I got to get this guy out of here and that guy out of there. Hey, little fella. And I'm getting buzzed by the bees. They're a little grumpy this morning. You can see them going in and out of the hive. They do not like a microphone, so we're not getting too close. You'll see what goes in. What comes out is a little grumpy. What goes in typically has some pollen on the back legs. Okay, and these are reduced entrances. Each entrance has a very small entrance reducer. Shoot, we may go live later on today and check the bees. I'm not sure. So all 5 packages that we got from our friends at Triad Bee Supply out of Trinity, North Carolina are doing absolutely great. This one is the best. This one is the worst. You're always going to have, when you start keeping bees, you're always going to have a good hive and a not so good hive. These bees right here were the ones that survived the winter. They're a little more aggressive, and they're the bees that have been here on the farm for approximately 6 years. You don't see the level of activity with these that you did with the others, which is a little bit concerning to me. I'm slowly moving these closer to those, and hopefully we'll pick up some more activity. It's a little chilly out this morning, but guys, just like you saw, there was only 1 bee that just came out. I'm hoping we get another bee come out here. Come on, guys. There's one. Come on out. Go get some food for your family. So that's the bees. And again, if you're just joining us, guys, a huge part of the Stony Ridge Farm channel and a huge part of what affords me the opportunity to bring this kind of content to you guys, these live streams and the regularly scheduled videos, is whether you guys decide to buy a t-shirt or a mug. So if you want to join me in a cup of coffee and grab your own Stony Ridge Farmer cup, go to stonyridgefarmer.com. I'm not trying to sell you something, but I am trying to tell you it helps support the farm, and it takes countless hours and countless, I guess, creativity. Is that a word? Countless amounts of creativity to bring you guys what's going on the farm, and to have this awesome content, and to bring you new tools and cool stuff that you may have never ever seen before to the farm, to your living room, to your kitchen, to your car on the way to work, or to your toilet if you're sitting on the toilet this morning. Now, I know some of you guys do that. It's funny. My Stony Ridge mug is dirty. Wash it. It says you're going live at 10:30. Yep. It does. So the only way that I can set up a live stream and go live and give you a good thumbnail is to set it up for 15 minutes out from when I'm actually going live. So we went live. We typically, if you see it pop up, come join us, because we're going live pretty quick, pretty darn quick. So that's just part of the software that I have to use in order to stream here on Facebook and on YouTube. Now, we're walking down here, and you see a complete fence right here. And then you see a not so complete fence on the other side. You can see the post in the ground. Today, I've got to get on the mower for probably 4 hours or so. I've got to trim up where we're putting our new fence lines in. We got about, I want to say, 3/4 of the way done with the fencing project out here the other week, and we ran out of time. So we'll have to kind of wait, hang tight for another couple of weeks, and then we'll come in here and get it finished up, and then we'll be able to move the cows to this. Let me show you real quick. This is the grass that's right here by the house. So we'll be moving the cows out on that. They'll be grazing about 34 to 36 acres of good grassland over here. I say good, it's not great. It's not the best. We're building soil here on the farm, and we'll take you and show you how to turn bare soil into luscious pasture. And that's what we're doing. And it takes years to do that holistically, without chemicals, without fertilizer. Cheers. Good chemicals here. So the title of the video was Miss Stony Ridge Thinks I'm Crazy. I think that's what the title was. Here's the crazy thing. So I'm a guy, right? I'm a guy, and in my opinion, on a farm in the country, when I bought the land here, I was looking for land that I could pee off the front porch and not go to jail. So I go through in my on my front porch, and I target specific plants that are in my flower bed, and you can tell which flower bed I wake up and pee on every morning. And even when I lived in town, guys, when I lived on 1/3 of an acre in the city, I still used my own urine to help my plants grow, because there's no use in wasting that and flushing it down the toilet. Plus you're wasting water too. I don't know how many of you guys, tell me, guys that are watching, tell me, ladies that are watching. Yeah, tell me, do you do that? Do you go to the bathroom outside? Tell me. Okay, what we got going on here? This thing is acting silly. All right. There we go. What does it say? Yeah, Streamlabs is falling behind the competition. I don't know what Streamlabs is. I don't use Streamlabs. I use StreamYard to help to do these live streams. So, yep. And we talk. So in other words, we give feedback and we talk, because I would say I'm probably one of the bigger channels that use this live streaming platform. Neighbors getting ready to go by. You guys might recognize a very similar truck. If you've been following the channel, I want you to tell me what this truck looks like when it goes by behind me. You'll see it in a second. There it goes. What does that look like? If you've been following the channel, you're a super fan of the channel, you'll know what that truck looks like. Didn't know pee would help plants grow. Yeah, thought it would kill them. I do pee around my barn. Dude, you're peeing around your barn, you're making your plants grow. Rescue truck. Alex, come on, come on. There's a word for that truck that looks very similar. Not Uncle Jesse. Uncle Jesse's up here. There it is. Plague of Badgers, $100 truck. So one of the vehicles that was a signature vehicle here on the Stony Ridge farm was the $100 pickup truck. And the $100 pickup truck was a 1976 F-150, got about 8 miles to the gallon. And my neighbor has a very, very similar truck. Mine was cream with like a reddish burgundy color, and his is burgundy with a cream color. So don't pee outside here. Neighborhood too dense. So what I did, my neighborhood was pretty dense there in the city. I'm gonna finish my coffee before we go up there and move the cows. My neighborhood was pretty dense in the city where I used to live. Okay, what I would do is I got a big old Costco milk jug, and I would pee in that. And I wouldn't miss that morning pee, because that big morning pee, this is pee talk, guys. That morning pee is the most nutrient dense, and I would put that on my compost piles. So I had compost piles, a 4-bay composting system in the city. This is what inspired me to buy a farm. I had a 4-bay composting setup in the city, and that composting setup, I tested it. I had some that I put urine in and some that I didn't. Some that I put chicken manure in and some that I didn't. And I had an agreement with the local organic store that sold organic veggies and food, and I would go get all of their veggie scraps. So my little 1/3 of an acre had the best vegetables you could ever imagine, and it was all due to compost and doing the perfect composting. We did vermicomposting, we did all sorts of stuff. You can do this if you live in the city. If you live in a place that has a homeowners association, figure out a way. There's always going to be some whining, complaining person in your homeowners association. How many of you people live in a neighborhood with a homeowners association, and how many of you like it? You could use a methane collection system at the shop. Also supplies gas for cooking. You could spend 20 grand building something like that, and it just wouldn't make any sense. The power bill at the mega shop is $15 a month. It's not bad, okay? However, we're looking into doing some solar up there for sure. I've had better luck with Restream Canine Striker. Dude, I pay for the service. It's all good. It's what I do every day. So, but I'll look at it. I'll check them out. Restream, never heard of it. My son has an HOA and it's horrible. I can't imagine living in a place. Why in the world would you ever buy a piece of property or buy a home in a place that told you everything you could do? Why? Why? That's the question. So we're walking up on the cow zone. I'm gonna whip the camera around and we'll talk a little bit about your homeowners association. I just don't think it's worth it. I used to have an unfair cliquish HOA. They all become cliquish when you're not part of the clique. For sure. Well, Josh, for my situation, I have no choice to use the bathroom outdoors. I don't know why you don't, dude. You can't pee in a jug? Can't pee in a jug? Come on, you can do it. Aim high, man. I was an Air Force guy. Okay, guys. I think we have a new baby on the ground right here. Maybe. It may not be. That looks like Cindy on the ground. This is Freedom, number 5. This little calf is stretching here. Hey, Freedom. Morning, kids. Is this a new baby? No. So that's Cindy. Dude, guys, look at how calm and relaxed these animals are around me. They're all full, they're all fat, they're all happy, they're all healthy. And look at Cindy right here. Awesome. Folks, don't be surprised. When you can walk up to a cow laying down like that and you're within 5 feet of it, you're raising your animals right, that's for sure. So we're going to kind of scan the pasture here. These guys have been up here in this pasture for about 14 hours. I put them in yesterday around 5:30. Then went out to dinner with some friends. I see 22 down there. Her calf is nursing. I'm expecting babies anytime now. Okay, we see 2 more little babies in the grass right here. This is 15. Number 15 is due to calf sometime soon. I just don't know exactly when. Morning, kids. Morning, everybody. Look at this baby. He's just knocked out cold, sleeping. I want to sneak up here. Look at him. I see his ears moving, listening to me. It's a little boy, a young bull. I believe he's dreaming. This is so funny. He doesn't know I'm here. Watch. Let's tickle him. Tickle, tickle. Hey, buddy. Tickle, tickle. What a good life. All right, so as we walk, we're inspecting all the moms. This is kind of the mama cow area, if you please, kind of the babysitters club right here. And they're not really too excited about moving. When I don't drive up on the Honda, they don't really get too stirred up as when I walk. Now, this cow, number 21's calf from last year, is still drinking, and you need to stop it. Stop drinking milk. Mama needs to grow. All right, kids, you ready? You ready? Oh, man. Loved your rant yesterday. Thank you, Michael. Appreciate that. We're so proud of your consistent progress with the herd on the grassy farm. Guys, this place did not look like this when we bought it. It is just a vast improvement. Absolutely fantastic. I'm really proud of the land. I'm proud of myself, and I'm proud of my animals. I'm proud of what we've done here. This is Donnie. Hey, Donnie. Will you grunt that, boy? Donnie's huffing and puffing over there. Don't trust the bull. Don't turn your back on him. I'm watching him. Okay. So you guys that follow the channel pretty regularly will know that we put gravel all the way around all of our water tanks, just like this. So this tank has gravel around it, and the cows are slowly patting that gravel out, and that way they don't make such of a muddy mess right here. Now we want to stall the cows here for just a minute. Anybody in here who used to watch when the intro had the stump with the magic sticks? There you go. That's some old stuff. I've got a guy helping me edit right now, and that guy he doesn't choose to use that very much, but I like that intro. I think it's pretty cool. I have mini blinds, can't have just curtains, to pull my dumpsters up to the house no later than it gets dumped or get fined. Oh, Phil, you're talking about living in a HOA. Yeah, pull your trash cans up. You misunderstood me. Problem, Josh. No problem. I do pee in a jug. There you go. I got you, buddy. All right, kids. You guys ready to move? I think you are. We got to get this thing out of the way so we have the water tank open. We have this lid off. That way the calves can get in here and drink. So we'll go ahead and, oh, this is going to be tough with one hand. Let's just kick that over there. It's a cow soccer ball. That's one of the blue balls that goes on the top of the waterer here. Then we'll grab this guy and set him over to the side. Okay, just sit them in the paddock that they're not going to graze. We want to stall these guys just a little bit. We want them all to wake up, get up, come over here, poop and pee before they move to the new pasture. Sometimes that dictates I've got to walk through a couple times. Right, Karate Cow? Come here, Karate Cow. Come on, buddy. Everybody loves you. Come on. Oh, man. What you got on your side? Huh? This was the first calf born last year. It was Butthead's calf. She had the first calf again this year. Okay, guys. It's time to go to the bathroom. It's time to go to the bathroom before we move you. Okay. We ready? You ready, girls? Woo! Let's go. Okay, the cows know that they need to come to the water station to move. That's what we'll do. We'll unhook right here. Now I want you guys to count. Give me a head count as they walk by. Take this loose. Woo! Come on, girls. We'll hang it up. And it's time for y'all to give me a head count. Count away. Come on, girls. Fresh clover, fresh grass. Come on, girls. Even the moms in the maternity ward. You guys keep counting. Come on, girls. Don't be coming in your new kitchen and pooping now. So you see Tammy back there. She's bringing up the rear. Keep on counting, guys. We need a full head count. I'm trying to hold the camera pretty still so you guys can give me a good head count. Come on. The bull sometimes is bull-headed. You see him, he's not even moving. He's like, you know what, man, I'm pretty full already. I think I'll just hang out right here. Yeah, I guess it's time for me to come on through. Whatever. That's right, buddy. Pimping ain't easy. Okay, you guys got me a head count. There's actually 4 more over here. So count the ones that you saw. And I'm going to go over here and gently negotiate with the maternity ward over here. Sometimes it takes a little extra coaxing for these mamas who are feeding their babies. Isn't that right, girls? As I'm walking through the field here, okay, I see a little something that's an indicator here. I've got a little bit of manure with a little tinge of blood right there, which means feel like we probably have a cow that may calve very soon. Number 15 is my pick for the next one to calve. There you go, girls. Low stress animal handling. You don't hear me out here yipping. Okay, here's another one. Here's another. Okay, this is what I'm discovering. This is a little blood also. So when we get done, we're going to walk over and we're going to see who's about to calf, because somebody is going to calf today. That's a sign. Okay, go on there, Dale Jr. Number 8 is great. Got a really healthy baby. She is not a cow that has thrived on the farm, really. We'll keep an eye on her baby. It's a little heifer, little girl. We'll keep an eye on her little girl. Number 8 is probably a cow that won't remain on the farm. And it's simply because she just is not thriving. She's a little thin. Despite being out here on this grass, she was thin when she had her calf. Her calf is wonderful, healthy. But we have to seek out the right genetics in our animals in order for them to build our herd. So we'll take our fence right here. We'll just take this. We're going to hook it on and we're going to go see which one's going to have a mama. Have a baby. There we go. All right. So, thought process. We no longer need to power this line. We can take it loose. Okay? We no longer need to power that line. Cows have already grazed. Despite how it looks like it's still good to go. Cows have not grazed here. We'll take this line loose. Okay, the cows have grazed there and the cows have grazed there. We're going to take that line loose and we're going to take that line loose. So the only thing we're powering with the electric fence is this, what surrounds the water tanks, and that line right down there. There's also one more thing we need to do before we get them moved over to their new paddock. Or excuse me, before we go over and see who's the new mama that's expecting. We've got to get our mineral block right over here. This is our cattle mineral block. Oh, weighs about 50 pounds when it's new. This one probably weighs about 25. And we're just going to walk it over, chuck it in the next paddock. It doesn't kill the grass. There we go. Just like that. The cows will find it. That cow will probably see it and go lick it right away. Nope, grass is more important. So, let's do a little cow walk and see who may be having a baby. My HOA made me pay for road work on a road I could not access while others got free dues. Don't buy a house in an HOA neighborhood. That's just a take-home message, guys. If you need your daddy to babysit you, then you're not an adult. You know what I mean? Keep your property up. Keep it nice. Keep it neat. I could make this farm a total disaster, total mess. And I know you guys have driven through the country and seen farms that are a total mess and a total disaster. You just have to clean up behind yourself. In your house, around the farm, everywhere. You just have to do that. So this cow has an ear tag that was broken off. I'm taking a look at her. We're trying to find out who's going to have baby next. Mona, number 12. 18 didn't have a baby last year and is not going to have one this year. Mona right here is not showing the signs that I would need to see. Let's look at 18 real quick. She had some flies on her side in an area which looked like she got a scratch. So let's take a look. We don't want you to get an infection there, 18. So what is this on her side? That is a little bit of blood from the cow that's going to calf today. So she rubbed the butt of the cow that's going to calf today. I say the butt, let's just say the rear. Okay, all these guys look pretty good. Just stepped in a big pile of manure, that's pretty cool. Okay. Hey there, that's a little steer. A woolly steer. Guys, when it comes to beef and it comes to grass-fed beef, it takes about 1.5 times as long to raise out a grass-fed steer for beef. So it takes longer to do this. The rewards are great, but it does take longer to raise out a steer like this. Okay, so this cow here, I believe 307 belongs to 24. Yep, 24 had our calf the other day. Big old milk sack on her. If you're just now joining us, we're walking to see who is showing. I think that's Cindy. I think she's okay. I'm betting on number 15, and I'm just about betting that this is number 15. No, it's not. This isn't 15. That's 15 right there. Who are you, young lady? Who are you? 22. So she's already had her calf. This is 15. See how 15's a little buddy, a little aggressive, kind of a sassy little attitude about her. Let's see what she's got going. This is Sweetie. Hey, Sweetie. Hey, girl. How you doing this morning? So this is my pick, but I still haven't found the cow that's really showing. So we're looking at her back end here, and we're seeing if there's signs of any blood, any discharge, anything like that. I really don't see it, and her udders aren't too big either. So onward and upward, we continue, the search continues to see who is showing signs of potential birthing soon. It's a little breezy out here. We've had a lot of wind. I don't know if you guys have had all the wind in the areas that you live, but we have had a lot of wind lately. Hey there, butthead. How you doing? Still walking, still looking. How many cows do you have? Well, 41 total is what everybody's saying. 41, 42 counting Tammy. Kevin Lang says, good morning. Do you think you have any open cows this year or any more first-time heifers? Yeah, we'll have some first-time heifers for sure. I have an opportunity to buy 50 acres plus a house and a barn from my sister, $150,000. I'm 48. Really don't want to be in a mortgage until I'm 70. What's your thoughts? Buy what you want, man. But buying the land is the cheap part. Michael Blum says, Phil, you can buy it and rent it out to other farmers. Let me tell you what the going rate for renting a farm might be. My stepfather rented a 500-acre farm for $2,000 a year. You ain't making no money renting your land at all. 42 has not yet calved. Hey, girl. Her tail is peaked up a little bit. This is going to be my pick, I do believe. Her udders are starting to swell a little bit. Checking out her back end here. She's a little swollen in her back end, and her tail is kind of peaked up. This is my bet, and I'm going to look for any signs. She may be the one. She could be the one, or who do we have here? I'm hoping to see, that's Butthead. I'm hoping to see what we would call the bloody show. Well, we're just starting to show a little bit. Remember how I told you guys about that salt block when we tossed it over in here, that mineral block? Right there it is, and right there the cows are licking it. If we're going on sheer size, 15 looks like one of the biggest. We'll keep on walking. We haven't looked at number 46 right here very much, and she's showing signs too. We may just have a mystery on our hands, guys. Her udders are bigger than anybody else's who hasn't calved. So let's ask her real quick. You guys see the barn swallows flying through? See the birds flying through, catching any flies, any insects that might get stirred up. Yep, this may remain a mystery for us. This is cow number 42. She typically has a distended udder. Okay. Baby on that side, food on that side. She's got a distended udder. Again, this year, it's not mastitis. It's just like a carrot. It's right here. Number 40. Girl, do you think you're the one? I don't know. All right, my vote is first and foremost number 40. Secondly, number 15. And thirdly, number 42. Any waterfowl hatching in the ponds? No, we have too many predators around. Thank you, Philip. Pastures do look great. And I want to have to move 200 miles away. I got 41 cows total. We're not giving specifics on heifers and steers and bulls. We're just talking about cows, bovine animals. Phil White says, I'm thinking of buying 5 acres and being mostly debt-free. Try and get out of debt, man. That's America's prison right there. Debt, debt, debt. You gotta think about this, guys. Look around here. Can you put $1,200 in the bank, right? Buying a cow, $1,200 in the bank, and have that cow every year produce $800 worth of interest. So can you put $1,200 in the bank and earn $800 worth of interest? What's a farm? A farm's an investment. Every time I swing a hammer out here, every time I put up a fence, every time I build a gate, every time I do anything on the farm, it brings the value of the property up. We built that big shop over there on the other side of the farm. What do you think that's for? That's building the value of our land. So you build a shop and it costs you $250,000 and it bumps the value of your land by $400,000 if you do it right. In Kansas around here, people grow and lease land for hay crops. The property doesn't have much fertile land, very rocky, 27 acres of pasture. It's been a windy season in Paris, Kentucky, K9 Striker. I've got some friends in Paris, Kentucky, buddy. My good buddy Stick with Stick's Fencing lives there in Paris, Kentucky. Pretty country out there. Crime level in Paris, Kentucky seems to be climbing. Is that right? Crime level's climbing everywhere, I guess. This is the upper Midwest, mainly the area I'm referring to, but a friend of mine rents his ag land for $125 per acre. Okay. So that for 100 acres at $125, what's that, $12,500 for 100 acres for a year? That don't pay the mortgage on 100 acres, does it? Probably barely pays the taxes. So that's what's pretty common around here is people rent out the land for just a little bit more than what the property tax is. My grandmother has a 365-acre farm that is about 25 minutes, 30 minutes from me. And I think she rents it out for somewhere around $2,200 per year, plus $2,200 worth of improvements on fencing and barns and stuff like that. See these little birds that are hanging around the cows right here, guys? They have a little bit of a symbiotic relationship with the cows. Wherever you bring one species to a piece of property, it allows 8 more species to thrive. One species supports 8 more species. That's why we don't shoot coyotes out here on the farm. We don't hunt coyotes on the farm. The reason we don't hunt coyotes on the farm is because they serve a purpose. And when you hunt coyotes, they're very territorial. So a pair of coyotes could serve a 3 square mile area. So there could be 2 coyotes on this land. And if we take away those 2 coyotes, 15 more could come in their place and try to take over the spot. They will battle for the property. In other words, they will battle for their territory. So we get rid of 2 and 15 come and take their place. That's not the way to manage your land. The way to do it is to have an animal that protects from predators like Tammy over there. There's number 8 again. Guys, you can just see how much thinner number 8 is than the rest of the cows. She just hasn't thrived. She just hasn't done the very best. Her calf is doing awesome. It was truly amazing to watch your hard work become a success in building your dream. And I don't mean maybe, says Woody. Yeah, if you think you're going to buy land and you're going to rent it out to people and like a rental property and you're going to make money at it, think again. It's just not the reality. Hey, fella. Here's our bull. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy, I don't trust you. That testosterone will push an animal a long way. So Tammy is over here now. Everybody loves Tammy. Let's go hang out with her for a minute. Tammy is over here licking on the salt block. Hey, Tammy, I can't get much closer to Tammy or she'll just run off. That's your Gatorade for the day, girl. Will you need another donkey to move the cattle as you have for more cattle? No. Now, if you get one donkey herds with the cows. If you get 2 donkeys, they separate from the cows and do their own thing. Now, I can see a little bit of blood on Tammy right here. Right there. See that little wet spot? Told you she won't sit still long. There's a little bit of blood on her. Somebody's going to calve today. And I don't know who it's going to be. We lucked up and caught a live calving the other day. I don't think we're going to get that lucky today. Can you guys see the birds flying through? Tree swallows and barn swallows. Tree swallows, barn swallows, and starlings, or cowbirds is what I call them. Just all flying through here, catching insects. Thousands of insects per day. If I angle the camera up a little bit, you may be able to see them a little better. They're just flying everywhere here on the farm. We haven't built any habitat for them, but my goal is to build some habitat for insect-eating birds, such as bluebirds and starlings also, and barn swallows and tree swallows and purple martins. What do you guys think about the windstorms that were plaguing Illinois? Tell me what you think about that. We're going to talk about that in a future video. I'm going to basically dedicate a video to that. If there's something that we should have learned from the Dust Bowl, is that tillage damages soil and causes erosion. Erosion is what caused that massive pileup in, I think it was southern Illinois. Erosion. Wind erosion is what caused that. Why did it cause that? Because of fresh tilled ground, wind, and dry weather. That's what caused that. What can we do? Can we no-till drill? Does that save topsoil? If we keep grass, or we keep forage, or we keep some sort of green material on the land, a cover crop, then the wind can't blow the soil away, and the sun can't bake the soil. I don't know, man. There's a whole lot of thought that needs to go into how we're farming in this country, and I do believe we're absolutely destroying our topsoil in this country. Day after day, year after year, we're destroying it. We think we got it figured out, right? We think we got it all figured out with a pill. We don't have it figured out with a pill. There's no pill to fix land. It takes time. It takes animals. It takes manure. There's no pill to fix it. But we keep thinking this Western medicine way of fixing the land with a pill. Let me show you what fixes the land here. I'm going to turn the camera around real quick one more time. All righty. Here's what fixes the land for you folks that are vegans. This is what grows your food. And I'm going to stick my hand in it. This is a cow pie from about 3 months ago. Inside that, it's just processed grass, guys. It's not gross. Inside that is a family of ants. Worms have been all through here. This is going to create humus out here on this land. You think about it, and these cows are out here grazing for 10 years. There's going to be a manure pat for every square inch of land out here. That means our land is going to be fed by this. Every square inch of it. Look at the roly-polies in there, man. Holy moly, roly-polies. This softens your soil. This allows root structure to build in your land. This is what we need. This is what our country needs. Grass pulls energy from the land, from the soil, and from the sun, and heals our land. People want to make cows out to be the enemy, and cows aren't the enemy. The enemy is the person that's raising the cows in an improper manner. If you didn't see the video I posted over on the regular Stony Ridge Farmer YouTube channel yesterday, watch it. Watch it and think about what you're eating for sure, guys. Well, it's a beautiful day here. I got a lot more work to do. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you joining me. The cows are happy, healthy, looking good, and I think we're going to have ourselves a new baby today. So I got to go. I got to get on the mower, run the sawmill, and make some other cool videos for you guys. Have a great day. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time on the Stony Ridge Farm channel. If you're watching on Facebook, go over and click the subscribe button over on YouTube at the Cows and Coffee YouTube channel, and you'll get notifications. We go live over there sometimes and here sometimes on Facebook, and sometimes we go live on both. Thanks, guys. We'll see you next time on the Stony Ridge. Woo!